So, hello everybody, and it's very nice to meet you all. And thank you for joining today's webinar. My name is Sophia Schmieder, Maria Next, and I am the Program Director of the Freie Universität Berlin International Summer and Winter University, FUBiS. Next. FUBiS is a fee-based program and designed for international students. First of all, we will record this webinar, but since everything is anonymous, you don't have to worry, only we can be seen. So ask your questions, just as Georgi just mentioned. I will go through the slides and Maria will go through her slides, and then we will have time in the end to answer the questions that you can ask in the chat. So feel free to ask whatever comes to your mind. Next. So Georgi already mentioned it's about Berlin today because Berlin is the place where FUBiS takes place. It is Germany's capital with around 3.7 million inhabitants. And it is a city with a dynamic past and an exciting present and with many cultural offerings. And in our FUBiS courses, the city itself is used as a resource. And that means that our instructors use Berlin as a learning site. Next. Freie Universität Berlin is the host of the FUBiS program, and it has approximately 33,000 students and more than 170 degree programs. It has a strong international profile and a high percentage of international students. Since 2019, Freie Universität Berlin has been funded as part of the Excellence Consortium Berlin University Alliance within the Excellence Strategy competition of the German federal and state governments. And on top, this year, Freie Universität Berlin proudly celebrates its 75th birthday. Next. So when FUBiS was founded in 1998, the idea was, and it still is, to offer an academic program when students have their semester breaks. Important to note that FUBiS is not a degree program, but an extra offering for international students. We offer sessions throughout the years, and we call these terms. So we have 3 terms in summer and winter, 1 3-week term in January, then 6 weeks from late May or early June to mid-July, and then another 4 weeks from mid-July to mid-August. FUBiS offers German language and subject courses. Those are in the summer terms, combinable. The students can earn ECTS credits. And for the duration of the program, we offer great extra services like housing, insurance, and day trips in and around the city. Next. So what requirements do you need to fulfill in order to participate in the program? You must be at least 18 years old, and it is recommended for students to have completed at least 1 year of higher education. It is very important that you have sufficient language proficiency in order to complete the courses successfully. Most of our subject courses are taught in English, so English fluency is imperative. For our German language courses, you can join at any level from beginner to advanced. Next. Talking about our German language and culture classes, we offer courses, as I just said, at 5 different levels of proficiency. We have the intensive classes taking place 5 days a week, or the semi-intensive classes taking place 3 days a week in summer or 4 days per week in winter. We have experienced instructors and small classes, and instructors take you on field trips, virtual field trips, but mainly on-site field trips. And you can combine semi-intensive German language courses with subject courses in both summer terms. It is mandatory that students attend the classes, so it's important to know that if you enroll, we also expect the students to actually show up in class. Next. Then we offer subject courses. Those are mostly taught in English, and you see the fields, some fields that are covered by our subject courses, like politics, history, philosophy, sociology, art history, economics, what have you. You can find more information on our website as to the courses we offer this summer. Again, our classes are quite small. We have approximately 10 to 18 students per class, and you can partly combine the subject courses with other subject courses or with a semi-intensive German language course. Again, it is mandatory that students are in class and attend the classes, and the students' performance is frequently checked throughout the webinar. The language proficiency, I mentioned that already, is important to have in mind. If you choose an English taught subject course, you should be fluent in English in order to follow it. Next. This is a list of courses. I mentioned the website. There you have more detailed information, but here is a list of courses that will be offered in our term 3 this year. This is the 4-week term from mid-July to mid-August. We have a couple of English taught subject courses and one German taught subject course about German literature, and you can find more detailed information on our website if you are interested in any of these courses. Next. The extended classroom, what is meant with that? That means that FUBiS uses Berlin as an academic, historical, cultural, and political resource. So the instructors, no matter whether they are German language instructors or subject course instructors, will take students to museums, exhibitions, memorial sites. They will take them to actually exclusive roundtable discussions where students can discuss what they learned in class with decision makers on site, and that gives the students a better feeling of the subjects they talk about and they learn in class. Next. Next. Now, a few words on FUBiS course information. How can you find more detailed information on our courses? So we have a website that is available in German and English, and you can find detailed information for each course there, including a course description, a day-to-day schedule where you can see in advance what is planned on a specific course day, and you can also find information about the academic background of our instructors. That means you can find very comprehensive information about our courses in order for you to find out whether or not a course is a good match for you. Next. We picked out one example for a subject course from our portfolio, and that is the course Europe, Migration and Refugees, which is offered in both summer terms. It is one of the FUBiS courses that addresses critical global issues. For example, the following sustainable development goals are addressed: gender equality, reduced inequalities, climate action, and peace, justice, strong institutions. The course departs from diverse theories of migration and wants students to gain an overview of EU-level migration policy and recent migration and border management policies. Together with the instructor Duigu Gürsel, the students analyze the conflicts, debates, and discourses around the last years of increased immigration. I mentioned before that Berlin is used as a resource, and this course does that as well. So students engage with the local authorities' perspective in Berlin and even dive deeper and change perspective to find out about local activist views and ways of welcoming migrants. Next. Then we have an overview about the fees. I mentioned that FUBiS is a fee-based program. It's an extra offering for international students, and it is not a degree program, but students can earn ECTS credits that may be counted towards their degrees and the participation towards their degrees. So the program fee that is shown on top includes student ID, Freie Universität Berlin enrollment, orientation day, welcome and farewell reception, the cultural program, course material, and the transcript. And then we have the tuition fee, and that differs depending on the term and the intensity of the course. The cost for the course Europe, Migration and Refugees that I just referred to for our term 3, for the 4-week term 3, would be 1,300 euros. At an extra cost and up to the decision of the students, participants can book an insurance package for the duration of the program, housing, or excursions. Next. So I mentioned that you can ask your questions in the chat, so feel free to do that already. Next. And here I would like to conclude with some of the quotes from past FUBiS students. In a nutshell, FUBiS provides the opportunity to be part of an international classroom with many different perspectives and experienced instructors, and the students do benefit from this truly international setting a lot. Next. You can find my personal plus our general contact information here on this slide, and FUBiS social media details are presented here as well. So feel free to reach out or become a fan or follower on social media. So all that is left for the moment for me to say is that I hope to see you at FUBiS soon, maybe already this summer. Registration for term 3 is still open till the 24th of June. So I would be happy to be your host, and thank you for your attention for the moment.
All right, I hope you can hear me. Yes. Now, yeah, okay, thank you. Now I would like to continue with another interesting program of Freie Universität Berlin, continuing education program. It's called shortly FUB-ContinuEd. And my name is Maria Heckmann. I'm the program manager of FUB-ContinuEd. And now I would like to guide you through a short introduction to this program. First of all, you can see here what we cover in this webinar, as well as my colleague Sophia said, you can ask your questions in the chat, and after this presentation, we will collect them and answer them in a Q&A session. So now I'm going to show you a little bit of the idea of FUB-ContinuEd. I'm going to explain what format we offer in our program, the course portfolio, the requirements, and I will say something about our terms, the fees, and how to register for our program. So what's the idea of FUB-ContinuEd? We at FUB-ContinuEd offer a lifelong learning courses for people at all stages of life and of all professional backgrounds. And we provide high quality and easy access certificate courses that are affordable and flexible and can be taken alongside an existing course of study or also next to a job. So the idea is that these courses can be integrated easily into a normal work or life routine. And we want to equip our participants with knowledge and skills that are relevant to any workplace today, but also in the future. And our courses will enhance your personal education, but as well your professional self-confidence and, of course, your CV formally. And as I said, as it is a lifelong learning offer, we would like to make this as open as possible. And that's why we welcome advanced students, but also young and experienced professionals, graduates, postgraduates, or even retired professionals. And our participants come from all over the world, so we are an international program. What's the format of our courses? So it's pretty easy because we want to attract participants from all over the world. That's why we offer, or the main product of our program are online courses. And these courses run for 7 to 9 weeks. And you need to invest about 4 learning hours per week to work through the course. And our courses, or each topic of or each course topic runs multiple times a year, and I'll come back to that in a moment. And yeah, as we have an international target group, our courses are mainly taught in English, but there's also German taught course, and I will also explain more about it in a second. And the setup of our courses in general is that we combine live online sessions with offline project work. So that means that you will have in a course a combination of live sessions with your instructor, with discussions with the other group members, and then you will have some time between those sessions for your individual work, and you will get a lot of material to read, to watch. You will get individual and group assignments from the instructor, and you will work also with a online learning platform for this offline project work. And at the end, so upon completion, participants receive a certificate of Freie Universität Berlin. Maybe it's important to say it's a difference to FUBiS, that in our program, no matriculation is needed for participation, and that's why we can't give any ECTS credits, but instead it's the certificate of the Freie Universität Berlin. Okay, so let's take a look on our courses. First of all, we have 7 courses to offer, and we have different topics, but the common thing of our courses is that many of them are especially important to people working in international and diverse settings or teams. And we have a good mix of theory and practice in our courses. So on the one hand, you'll gain some scientific knowledge in the respective topic, but on the other hand, and this is the most important part for us, is that you'll gain some practical tips and tools that you can implement directly in your professional or personal life. So here comes the first course, and it's called Conflict Navigation Through Mindful Communication. And as the title suggests, you will gain communication skills in this course and also strategies for dealing with conflict situations at work or in your private life. And you will also learn in this course how constructive feedback can be a means of conflict prevention and resolution, and how conflicts can even have the potential for growth and learning. So a very interesting and important course for everyone who wants to gain more confidence and practice with conflict conversations. The next course is also a very relevant topic in our society and in every professional context. It's diversity management in international context. So in this course, you will learn more about diversity management. So not only about the diversity concept, but especially there's a focus on diversity management. And you learn how to create diversity management strategies in your organizations, and will learn how to contribute to inclusive workspaces. Another course is called Intercultural Communication and Digital Cross-Cultural Collaboration. And yeah, as the title suggests here as well, this course is about developing intercultural skills and a strong understanding of effective communication, both in person and through digital channels. And in this course, you will explore culture as a concept, and you will gain an understanding of cultural dimensions and various communication models. Then we have a course on problem-solving skills for multi-stakeholder challenges. So this is something that might be interesting for people working in complex working settings. let's say, for example, project management with a lot of involved people, stakeholders, with a lot of different perspectives, and where you need to bring people together in order to move forward, for example, with your project. And that therefore you need some strong problem-solving skills, and this is exactly the course for those people who need that. So this course gives you an overview of problem-solving theories and methods, such as design thinking, organizational theory, and role play. And you learn how to implement these methods to find solutions for your personal challenges. Then there is a course which is called Storytelling for Diversity and Inclusion. And maybe you've heard this term storytelling already, but I guess mostly we hear this term in context of marketing. But this course is special because at the end of this course, participants will understand how storytelling and story listening practices can add value to enhance mutual understanding and leverage diversity, as well as foster inclusion. So it's another focus. Another course, and this is also a very important topic to us, a sustainability topic, is called Think Global, Act Local, Finding Solutions for Sustainability Challenges. And this is a very practical oriented course because, first of all, the course will help you to build a foundational understanding of sustainability on the macro level. So you will explore its social, economic, and environmental dimensions using the framework of the SDGs. But then afterwards, this knowledge will support you on the micro level in defining one specific sustainability challenge in your sphere of influence and developing an impactful solution towards sustainability in your organization or in your personal life. And the last course, and I mentioned that before, so all of these courses which I've presented now are taught in English, and this last course is taught in German because of the topic, and the topic is academic writing in German. So this course might be rather attractive to students, graduates, or PhD students who are not native speaker in German, but who want to study or work in a German-speaking environment, and therefore need to master the rules and tricks of academic writing in German. So this is a very special course and is also very popular in our program. Okay, something about the requirements. So actually, the most important thing for us is that you have language skills, at least on the B2 level, so that you can follow the course, follow the literature, and so that you can contribute to the course and to the discussions. Then, as it is an online course, you need some degree of self-learning discipline. It could be also beneficial if you have some academic or professional experience, but it's not necessary to have any knowledge. So let's say if you enroll in the diversity management course, it's not necessary to have any knowledge on diversity, on the diversity topic. Then to get the certificate formally, you need to attend the online sessions and to be active in the discussions and on the online learning platform. And of course, as it is an online course, you need just basic technical device and internet connection and things like that. So something about the terms. So as I said, we run our courses several times a year. We have 3 terms, as you can see on the slide, and you can also combine several courses per term. So we set our courses in a way that the live sessions do not fall on the same day or time from different courses. So if you decide, let's say, to enroll in summer for several courses, you can do so. You can combine several courses. And we are now in the summer term, but registrations are open for next term, for the fall term already. And you can see all deadlines and all course dates on our website. And I will show the link to you in the next slide. And here you can see it. So all information you will find on our website, continue.fu-berlin.de. And important to say, we have also fees. So the courses are subject to a fee. So there's a course fee which you need to pay of 650 euros per course, and a registration fee of 75 euros per registration, which covers course material and the certificate. But if you book more than one course at the same time, we will charge only the registration fee only once. And the last thing that is important is, or that you have to keep in mind, is that there is a registration deadline of 4 weeks before the start of a course. But all this information you will find also on our website, as I said. Feel free to take a look at the website and take a look at the syllabi. You will find there a lot of information on the courses, on the learning objectives, the modules, instructors, and so on. And yeah, as my colleague said, it's time for you to write questions in the chat. We will collect them and answer them in a minute. In the meantime, you can read through some voices of our participants, and maybe I give you a second to read this out, and then we will move on. So, and here you can see my email address. So you can, if you have any questions after this webinar, feel free to contact us at any time. We will be happy to answer all your questions. And you are invited also to follow us on social media. I encourage you also to take a look on our YouTube channel, because we have a lot of course teaser videos there, where you will get some insights into the courses and a personal impression of our instructors. And with that, I would like to thank you very much for your attention. And I also hope to see some of you virtually soon, maybe already in the fall term.